Hello everyone, my name is Godfred. I am a software engineer who took and passed the AWS Solutions Architect Associate Exam. And in this video, I want to tell you all you need to know if you are someone who is planning on taking the exam. This video will cover a breakdown of the exam and the resources that helped me pass the exam on my first try. Along the way, I will also share some tips and tricks and also share an actual tech position you can apply to after you pass the exam. So if that sounds useful to you, stick around to the end of the video. Let's begin. So the AWS Certified Solutions Architect Certification is a certification offered by AWS or Amazon. Other companies such as Google or Microsoft also offer certifications, but this video is focused on the Solutions Architect certification offered by AWS. All these certifications offered by these tech companies are equivalent in their value. If you already clicked on this video, I'm sure you know the usefulness of this certification because it can boost your resume and also increase your earning potential. And it is useful for people who want to make a transition into tech. We will talk about that part later on in the video. But on average, those holding AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate certifications in the United States and Canada earn a salary of $148,000 a year. So you can see that having this certification is a plus to your resume and can earn you a lot of money in the future. Now I will give you an overview of the certification and its format. But first, let's take a look at what earning the AWS Solutions Architect certification means for you. And for that, we will go directly to the AWS website. AWS Certified Solutions Architect showcases knowledge and skills in AWS technology across a wide range of AWS services. The focus of the certification is on the design of cost and performance optimized solutions, demonstrating a strong understanding of the AWS well-architected framework. This certification can enhance the career profile and earnings of certified individuals and increase your credibility and confidence in stakeholder and customer interactions. So after completing this exam, you will gain a good understanding into the AWS cloud technologies and how to develop frameworks that are focused on optimizing cost and performance. Overall, I think this is a very valuable stepping stone into cloud technology. So now let's cover the format of the exam. So the exam will have 65 questions, either multiple choice or multiple response. You will have 130 minutes to complete the exam and it costs $150 US. They offer the exam through online, so an online practice exam, or you can take it through Pearson VUE, a Pearson VUE testing center. The way that I took my exam was online, so this was back during COVID and it was fairly straightforward. It was an online practice exam. You will go into the room, you will have someone that will introduce themselves and tell you all the things that you need to check before the exam starts. Keep in mind though, you have to keep your camera on the entire time. And it is to be believed that the person will be monitoring the individuals taking the exam, making sure that they are not cheating or there are no fishy things going on in the background. But the whole process is pretty straightforward. Before the date of the exam, you will get an email with prep and instructions on everything that you need to do in order to complete the exam successfully and avoid being disqualified. It will also go through how to set up your computer so that your computer is set up well in order to take the exam online. If you don't want to go the online route, then you can choose the Pearson VUE Testing Center, where I'm sure it resembles something similar to an SAT testing center, and you can take your exam that way if you choose to. Okay, now let us talk about how to pass the actual exam. So there are a couple of online resources that you can use, and the first one is A Cloud Guru. So A Cloud Guru is focused on teaching you the actual material that will appear on the exam. So before I took my exam, I bought a class on A Cloud Guru, and the class goes through all the concepts that you need to understand and know before you take the AWS Solutions Architect exam. It will have an instructor that will take you through step by step, and also I believe at the end of each video section you will have a sample example question that may appear on the exam, and then they go through it with you on how to solve it. So that is one of the first online resources that I would recommend, which is the A Cloud Guru. It will actually teach you what is on the exam. The next online resource is WizLabs. So WizLabs offers practice exams that you can take before you take the actual exam. And the reason that I would recommend this is because it gives you that familiarity with the actual exam, because it has questions that are very similar to what will appear on the exam. So those are the two main online resources that I would recommend. The first is A Cloud Guru, which you would have an instructor that will teach you all the concepts that would appear on the exam. And the second thing is WizLab, where you can buy practice exams and take those practice exams before you take the actual exam. And as a bonus tip, before you take one of those practice exams, have a friend keep you accountable. So when I was preparing for my exam, I had a friend keep me accountable. So I told my friend, hey, I'm about to take a practice exam and I'm aiming for a particular score. If I do not get that score, I will give you X amount of money. And that was motivation enough for me to actually pay attention and pass the exam. So it doesn't have to be money, but it needs to be something that motivates you to actually take this entire exam seriously, right? The exam is pass or fail. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. So you either pass the exam or you fail the exam, and you don't want to waste your $150 that you just paid trying to get this certification. So do everything that you need to do in order to pass the exam on the first try. If you don't pass the exam on the first try, it is not a big deal. You can retake the exam, but at least do everything that you need to do and give it your all on your first try. So I would recommend having a friend keeping you accountable. So if you made it to this part of the video, I would appreciate a like and a comment on the video. And if you have any tips, please leave it down in the comments and share it so that other people can learn from you. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram with any questions and I will be sure to get back to you. So before I share with you an actual job that you can apply after completing this certification, let's talk about who should take this exam. I know the AWS website has some information about who should take the exam, but let's really talk about who should take the exam. So in my opinion, this certification is for high school graduates with an associate degree or better. And there's a reason why I'm saying that, and I will show you the job posting which will confirm that in a second. Or someone who wants to pivot from their current career path into IT. I think this certification is a good starting point. Like I said, completing this exam gives you a very good overview of the cloud technology, and it is a good stepping stone into IT in general. So now let's take a look at the job posting that you can apply to right after completing this exam. Alright guys, so this is the position that I was talking about that you can apply to after completing the certification. The name of the position is called Cloud Support Associate, and it belongs to the AWS Support Engineering business. So I'm not sure if you guys know, but AWS has a support engineering business where they help customers who use AWS resources by helping them troubleshoot problems that they get when using those resources. And these customers are other big tech companies such as Apple, Adobe, Facebook. They all use AWS cloud technology to power their business. So this position is for the associate, the cloud support associate position. And the key responsibilities for this position is helping them troubleshoot technical problems when it comes to the usage of AWS services. Here, on a typical day, a support engineer will be primarily responsible for solving customer cases through customer contact channels, through email, text, and sometimes online. So now let's go over the basic qualifications for this position. As you can see over here, it says an associate degree and completion of the Solutions Architect Associate Certification or bachelor's degree. So as you can see, once you have an associate degree and you complete the certification, this is a position that you can apply to if you want to make that transition into tech. So I will have the link to the job posting down in the description below the like button. So feel free to check it out if you are interested in that job position, and also leave a like on this video. And one more thing before I close out this video is that this position does not have to be the end all be all, right? It is easier to move through the company internally than to get a job as an outsider. So what do I mean by that? After you get this position, this associate position, nothing stops you from applying to other tech positions within the company. And it's 100 times easier to get a job once you are already in the company. And the company here is AWS. So you can start off as a cloud support associate. And if you want to be a developer, look for developer roles while you are working. And also within the company, taking these certifications, you will get to write it off. If you earn a certification and you pass it on your first try, the company will pay you for the certification that you just passed. So this is not an end all be all. Once you get your foot into the company and you want to be a developer, then you start working on the AWS Certified Developer Certification. Apply for that. And then once you pass that, you can basically boost up your resume while you're in the company and apply to other roles. So that is something that I wanted to leave with you. Sorry, my camera cut off, but yeah, this is the end of the video. If you guys find videos like this very useful, let me know by leaving a like on the video and I will make more. So thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you and bye.